stations are tuned in to.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Louie Michelson at Business Talk Radio, and we have a spectacular guest speaker on today from Boulder, Colorado. She's an intuitive spiritual teacher, and it's Amy Satori. And Amy, we already got our first caller.
All right, sounds great.
All right, what's your name and where you from?
My name is Ben, and I'm from Boulder.
Excuse me?
Okay.
My name's Benji. I'm from Boulder.
Hi.
Can you hear all right?
It's a little bit like garbled, but I think we can make it out.
All right. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your question?
Well, I was just wondering if you could, feel into my teeth, my twin flame.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Is there something specific you want to know?
Specifically, I'm in an interesting situation where I feel like having some insight could be useful. I think if I were to ask one question, I'm just curious if I'm going to be the one to make the next move or if I should just wait for her.
Hang on a minute, because I'm getting, it feels like it could go either way. Let me see. I think she is.
Okay.
I think that if there is some way that you can just make sure she knows that the door is open, I feel like she will come through it. But it may take it could be like within about a week or so.
All right. And when you say make sure the door is open, is that something I should kind of like float out to her, tell her directly, or just kind of like pray on it? What do you think?
Let's say you're just kind of hanging out, and then an idea passes through your mind that you're just thinking of her or something like that. You may just send a quick message, hey, was just thinking of this memory we had that made me smile or something. I hope you're doing well. Like something that she knows you're not mad or, that she knows that everything is okay and she would feel more comfortable reaching out to you. That sort of thing. But I would wait for the moment to occur because it's like we try to control things so much. We really try to plan it all out and do it at a certain time on a certain date and stuff like that. It's like, no, just wait till the moment hits you or maybe wait till the moment strikes you and then just be yourself and say whatever you got to say from a really genuine place. The shorter, the better in a sense, though, so she doesn't spin out in her mind. Just something sweet, or even just like a smiley face or a heart or something like that. Something maybe even just between the two of you. Or you could, if she probably watches your social media. I get a yes on that. She's watching you somehow, keeping an eye on you. So whatever that is, it's maybe even put out something socially, so it's not pushing her directly, but just put out something friendly socially, like thinking of you or something kind of sweet that she would know that you're talking to her. I call it a ping. It's like a ping, in computer language. You send out a signal to a computer, and if it pings back, then you know that it heard you. They're communicating.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Something very short and sweet and simple, just to let her know that that everything's cool between you guys. And if or when she wants to reach out, then it would be a positive thing.
Okay, cool.
That make sense?
Yeah. I guess I'll just have to really feel for when that opportunity comes. If I'm putting something out on social media like that, because I don't know what that really looks like right now. So.
Well, a lot of times, like,
know.
what happens with me is, like, it just comes to you naturally. Like somebody might send it to you, or you'll be browsing through your feed, and all of a sudden you'll say, "Oh my gosh, that's perfect." I mean, I have that happen all the time. The more you're in the flow of being in the moment, the more it'll happen. But so don't try to force it to happen. You don't even have to necessarily go Google it and look for a meme or anything. You just let it come to you, you know, really naturally. But don't try to push it. It just feels like something might happen tomorrow, though. You know, something might happen.
You're saying tomorrow?
Yeah, either today or tomorrow. It kind of feels like something's going to occur to you to go ahead and share that, whatever that is.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the input. Anything else really speaking to you now you feel I should know?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it is really occurring to her that you guys have something different than what she's had with other people. And I think that some of the issues that you guys have been going through have been actually kind of important for putting the past behind you, if that makes sense. It's kind of like you guys had almost like a little purging of some stuff that needed to be worked through for things to go easier now when you guys do start communicating more. If I were you, I would also check out my YouTube videos, the different types of true love, so you understand like how this all goes, because it can be a pretty strange journey, and it can be discouraging if you don't know how it goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I've watched a couple of your videos. Are there any you think are really important? Or? Yeah,
the different types of true love, if you haven't seen that one. Another one would be the Divine Masculine's Ultimate Task.
Yeah, I have watched that one, but maybe I'll watch it again and see if I absorb any more.
Yeah, but I do feel like she's rolling up her sleeves and digging in a positive way. Like she knows she's got to be like more assertive. Like she's got to get some confidence on to really. It feels like. What I feel needs to happen is some good, clear communication. That's all. You guys just need to get on the same page. Okay. And when that happens, I feel like it's going to be smoother, a lot smoother for you guys.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, Amy.
Yeah, and she definitely does want to talk to you, so I think it'll be good when you post something and kind of give her a signal. But don't expect her to say anything back right away. Yeah. Okay. But you should, I think you should take, well, you too. I think you'll hear from her within about a week or so. Or some kind of ping back or something.
All right.
Okay, have a good one.
Oh. Yeah, you too.
Thanks. Bye.
All right.
True love can be such a hard thing, man. I mean, it's such a fragile thing. And what's really funny is a lot of these divine feminines, they get so frustrated with their masculines. They're like, why can't they get the courage up to do something? Why can't they blah, blah, blah? And then the minute the table is turned and the masculine starts coming to them with some stuff, like starts putting energy their way, they're like, oh. And that's like, uh-huh. Now you get to feel a little bit of this pressure and this, tension and, all that stuff. There's a lot of intensity, as I'm sure you know with your wife. There's a lot of intensity between a true love connection. And, of course, you guys have been together for so long, you probably don't even, that was a long time ago that you went through this stage.
Yeah, you're not kidding. Wow.
Did something recent happen with your wife or something?
No, not really. I mean, everything's good. She's a crazy lady when the kids are coming home. She thinks the Queen of England is coming. Gotta pull out the refrigerator and speak behind the refrigerator. The kids wouldn't care if the house was a shithole.
I know.
Once they walk
so
through the door,
funny.
they become 10 years old anyway.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Oh, that is so funny.
Did you get the picture?
Did you just send it?
I sent it before you started talking to that guy.
Okay. Aww. Yay. Oh, my gosh. How cute.
My wife lights up like a Christmas tree when the kids are home.
Oh, my gosh. That is so cute. So those are all the kids? It's the two of you, and then who are the four? Those are all just your kids? No spouses or anything?
Oh, no.
Wow.
All kids. The one on the left is Lizzie. The one next to her is Katie. She's the oldest. Then all the way in the back is James. He's the baby. And the one on the right is Allie. And my wife's right next to me. She's Donna. And
Aw, you guys are cute. You guys have the same smile.
yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
How awesome to have a picture. Sorry, everybody who's listening who can't see this. He's got a really cute family. That is so cool. Thanks for sending that.
Yeah, it was good. It was a really good weekend. You know, there was no fighting, which usually there is. Like I said, as soon as they walk through the door, they become 10 years old again.
Right.
But it was good. Well, we haven't seen each other since December, except for my son and me and my wife. And the one on the left, she only lives about maybe like 10 miles away.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad you guys got to see each other.
Yeah, it was great. It was the whole weekend. You know, they got there on Thursday night. So.
Wow.
That was good.
So was it really wonky? Was it really crazy? You and your wife coming together at the beginning?
There was so many things going on, you can't even believe it.
Really?
Because, I'm 10 years older than her.
Okay.
And she's a baby, so it was.
So then, what went on with that? Were people opposed to it or something?
She had a guy that she was seeing for a long time, and you know, I owned a deli, and I was best friends with her brother. And
oh, wow.
He never let anybody in the house, ever. Nobody, except for me. And I married his sister.
Oh, my gosh. Well, how did he feel about you dating her?
In the beginning, he was very angry.
Oh, I'm sure.
He was very angry. It was weird. It was just weird, and I couldn't believe it, but what are you going to do, you know?
How did you even get up the guts to tell her how you felt? That must have been crazy.
It was sort of a mutual thing because she was always a wonderful kid, you know? And,
yeah.
I had gotten her a couple of jobs. You know, I got her a job in a place that I worked part-time. It was called All American Sports. I owned the deli, and I used to go and do that at night, and they needed a secretary, and she was working at the bank and wasn't making any money. So I got her the job there, and they paid her way more than she was making at the bank. And
cool.
Then she came to work for me in the deli, and you know, there was so many things going on, and it was funny, you know, that I had these 2 tickets to go to see Singing in the Rain, which I just loved Broadway, you know.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I used to go once a month. So, and I always went on a date, you know. It wouldn't be the same person. It would always be somebody different. And the date I had, we had a big fight. It was a stupid thing, but, you know, I don't like to get yelled at. You know,
yeah.
My parents yelled at me my whole life until I left home when I was 16. But she started yelling at me for something stupid, and I said, "Who are you yelling at?" So, I said, "Forget about the date. We're not going." "Oh, I'm going." "No, you're not." So I dropped the 2 tickets on my now wife's desk at work, and I said, "Here, take somebody to go see this. It's a great show. Saturday at 7 o'clock." So as I turned around to walk away, she goes, "Why don't me and you go?" And that was the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
That was the beginning. And it was so funny is that when we got out of there, it was a great show. I loved it, And we got out, it was, we were sitting in traffic. So I put the windshield wipers on and started dancing around the car singing, "I'm singing in the rain."
Just singing.
Go, "Get back in the car, get back in the car."
And you actually got to go. You were probably actually seeing those plays on Broadway.
Yeah.
Holy crap. You are so freaking lucky. I have always wanted to see a play like live and in living color like that.
Oh,
I mean, I grew up going to plays all the time too, but I went to a place called Issaquah Theater that's like in this really charming little sweet little town, and we had we had tickets to go all the time, and we would. So I did get to go do that, but I've always wanted to do it like in a big place like New York or something, That'd be amazing.
Yeah, then we went the next month to see the it's not really the next play of Singing in the Rain, but Biloxi Blues, which was the same kind of thing about the Army down in Biloxi, Mississippi. And that was another great play.
Wow.
And I remember.
Wow.
I remember my brother-in-law. Then he was my best friend. He still is my best friend, but he was one of these very, very straight arrows, top of the line. Never really. He dated one girl that he liked, and he said to me, he says, "Hey Mike, get me some tickets to go see a play." So he was really into sports like we were. We were both, big athletes, and so I got him the best little Who House in Texas.
Really?
Yeah, and it's happened to be a great play, and it's not what.
What did he think? Yeah, I know. What did he think?
He says, "Oh no, I can't take her to see that." I said, "It's not what you think, Michael. It's about two football teams, Texas A&M and Texas, and whoever wins the game, the whole team gets to go to the best little Who House in Texas. But they don't show nothing. They just sing about it,
Wow. What did he think of it?
We get to heaven.
Did you love it?
He did. He loved it. It was really good.
Of course.
It's a good.
That's
play.
awesome.
And they made the movie with Burt Reynolds and Dolly Parton.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that you can see anytime. That's in the movies. So you
wow.
can go to like Netflix and put it in, and it'll come up, and you can watch it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good musical. It was a good movie. Yeah, I love.
So once you guys once that was it, then you guys just started dating on a regular basis, and then had to have that discussion about what you were going to say to your families.
Well, my family didn't count because I didn't have a family, but her family was, her mother loved me because they all shopped in my deli.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Yeah, so everybody knew me, and
that makes it a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, her father was the greatest man I ever knew. He was like a father to me, which was spectacular. Yeah, and she had been dating a guy for a long time, and I remember I had just gotten a brand new car. It was an RX-7, the Mazda, the little fancy one that they had. And
yeah.
I remember her car broke down, and she had to go to this guy's house. So I said, "Here, take my car."
Really?
Yeah, so I gave her my car. So then
to go on a date?
Yeah, to go on a date. Yeah. So she got halfway there, and she came back and said, "I just broke up with him." I said, "Anybody that's going to give me his car to go out on a date is worth fighting for."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so sweet. And she's so right. Like, you liked her so much, so you were just like, okay, if going on a date with that other person works for you, here's my car.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a few instances like that. Like, she went on a date. I wanted to take her to see, I can't think of the name of the movie. It was one of those outer space movies. about Encounters of a Third Kind. Remember that movie?
Oh, no. I mean, I remember seeing it, but I don't remember a lot of it.
Yeah, I never saw it.
It's so long ago.
I said, she goes, "Oh, I'm going to see that movie with somebody tomorrow night." I said, "Okay." So I never watched the movie. Wouldn't watch it till this day, because she went, and that was one of the things that we didn't fight about it or anything. I mean, there was no quote unquote attachments. We were just dating pretty regularly, but she had this date from a few weeks before.
Ooh.
So
she went through with it.
So.
Oh, that was your protest?
Yeah, that was my protest.
I'm never going to watch the same
never
movie.
watching that movie ever.
Oh, my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, let's go to a quick commercial. Is that all right?
This sounds good.
Okay, here we go. This is Louie Michelson at Business Talk Radio, and we have been talking to the wonderful Amy Satori. Don't leave us. We will be right back.
Do you want better health with natural solutions that work? East Wind Acupuncture, a 20-year traditional Chinese medicine clinic in Chesterton, Indiana, does just that, offering acupuncture, herbs, massage therapy, and nutritional support. East Wind has helped thousands of people eliminate symptoms and regain health. They offer a comprehensive health review, Chinese medical exam including tongue and pulse diagnosis, and customized treatments designed for optimum results. They also offer educational programs, lifestyle classes, and workshops. For more information or to schedule your free health consultation, visit the website ewacupuncture.com or call 219-395-9928. East Wind Acupuncture, restoring health naturally.
Business Talk Radio would like to congratulate Dr. Robert Surplus on receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award for being a top educator in the field of music education. Congratulations, Dr. Surplus, for receiving such a fine accomplishment.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet that the other stations are tuned in to.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Louie Michelson at Business Talk Radio. We have a wonderful guest speaker on this afternoon from Boulder, Colorado, Amy Satori. How are you doing, Amy?
Hey. Well, I wanted to mention real quick, you guys, if you're not sure about the phone number to call, because somebody's calling me incessantly right now. I think they think they're trying to get on the show, but they're calling my personal cell.
Right.
So you can always look under any of my videos on YouTube. I always list the phone number for the current phone number for the show is always in the description of every one of my videos. The other way you can check is go to Instagram the day of. Every Monday morning I try to post the phone number and everything on there. So you guys can check those two places. Yes, please.
All right, the number is 631-569-4576. So if you want to call, that's the number you got to call, 631-569-4576, and you'll be calling the radio station. You won't be calling Amy directly.
So if you're the biggest...
That guy who got on the phone with you, he called 3 times in a row from 10 to 3 to 5 after 3 to the quarter after 3.
That's what level do you. Yeah. So your biggest obstacle that you faced was just the age difference. How did you get over that? Or was that the biggest obstacle?
I think that it's weird is I was an athlete, so it was like I was still a kid, but I mean I was way older than she was, and she was looking for I don't know, she was looking for a little stability.
Yeah.
And I had all of that,
Yeah.
The deli. I went to work every day. I was responsible. I never smoked a cigarette in my life. I never even smoked pot. So
wow.
I didn't drink, although we used to go out and drink. You know, we had a lot of parties to go to. You know, from all my college buddies and stuff like that. And yeah, it was pretty wonderful. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot of things. You know.
That's awesome.
But I don't think there was. I mean, the hardest part was when Michael was mad at me. You know, my brother-in-law. That was tough because he was my best friend.
How'd you get through that?
Time, and
yeah.
he loves his family. He's the protector. He's the protector of the whole family. And his younger brother Tommy, who's 1 year younger than Donna, I had just helped so many times with just things, you know, and he loved me, but so it was, you know, it was a battle for him, and you know, he was mad at me for a long time, but he got over it.
Yeah, time does have a way of helping people just cope with change.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Well, I knew it was going to be tough, but you know.
You know, there's you're not ever going to go into a situation where everybody just accepts everything about it. That's just like impossible. That'd mean that we don't have any personalities and we have no past that triggers us. You know what I mean? We would have to be incredibly highly evolved people, everybody involved, and all families and all the friends. That'd be like impossible. But right. I think the key is that the couple, whoever the couple is, they need to be like on the same page and have each other's backs no matter what they face and what they go through, because I think it's like as the rest of the family or friends start to see how strong they are as a couple and how confident they are and how they work really tightly as a team, they're just like, they just get won over. They're just like, okay, well, they got it together. They're not, if you're wobbly, you know, I tell people this all the time. If you go in and you're like showing weakness and you're acting kind of wobbly, wishy-washy, then they'll be all over trying to control it. They'll be like, well, here's what you need to do, and you shouldn't take this, and you shouldn't do that, and all that kind of stuff. But if you walk into that situation and you're like, look, this is how it is. This is awesome. This is great. I feel awesome about it. And both of you are coming in with that kind of an attitude, like, you know, then people will accept it much more willingly.
Yes. All right, Amy. Unfortunately, we got to give out your information on how to get in touch with you and talk about YouTube and everything else.
All right. After these radio shows at 1:30, well, or 3:30 Eastern, but 1:30 Mountain Time, then I go live on YouTube, which if you just put in Amy Satori in the search, that's Satori, and it's AMY. If you go look for the Pink Lotus, you'll find me, and I have a lot of talks about life, videos. I have True Love collective readings that I do every week, talks about messages from Spirit and all kinds of things like that. But I go live at 2 o'clock Mountain Time, 4 o'clock Eastern, and I answer personal questions for you guys for $11 or general questions for free. And then we just chat on there for like an hour to an hour and a half or so. But you could also go to amysatori.com and click on services to see all that I offer and see if you'd like to schedule an appointment with me.
All right. You heard it there, everybody. Amy Satori. www.amysatori.com. Get in touch with her. She can help you, and she's for real. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is Louie Michelson at Business Talk Radio. Looking forward to talking to you next week, Amy. Be safe, everybody, and get in touch with her. Thank you, and don't leave us.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is.
All right.
Yay.
Great show as usual.
Yeah. Have a good one. It was great seeing your family.
Thank you. And it was great talking to you as usual. All right. Be safe, and we'll talk next week.
Okay. Bye.
Bye, Aim. Thank you.